Hello everyone, I'm Davi Macedo, co-founder at Back4App, and I will show you a quick demo about Ant Framework, an open source framework to make serverless microservice development easy. So the easiest way to use the Ant framework is actually using our command line interface. So the first step is actually to install our CLI. I have it already installed here in my computer, so if I type the command Ant, I will have access to all features we have. So, and in the first step, I will start creating my first microservice. I will type Ant create and the name of the microservice. And here you can specify what kind of template you want to use. So we provide you templates for REST APIs, we provide you templates for SOAP APIs, for GraphQL APIs, and actually you can also create your own templates, share around your organization, and reuse them. The default template, the most simple one I use, it will basically help me to create a GraphQL API. So it created a folder here called My Service. Inside this folder, I have two different files. The first one is an YAML file. So basically here you have a lot of different options. The framework's really flexible, so you can basically override any of the behaviors it has and create your customized API. And the second file is the model.graphql file, so it's here that you will design your GraphQL API. Most of the settings here comes like commented, just to let you know what kind of capabilities this API can have. So basically you can create carries, you can create mutations, you can create subscriptions, and it brings like the first example of a carry called hello that receives a parameter called name and returns a string. And here is where we provide you a lot of value. So we provide you a library of different directives to make it easy to develop your API. So the most simple one is a directive that's called mock. So basically you can specify what you want this API to return. So it means that in few minutes you can design your whole GraphQL API, you can mock all endpoints, and you can have it live. So your front-end team can start building the front-end code while your back-end teams is still developing the endpoints. I will run this. So for running this API, I can type the command and start. So basically it will run a local server here in which I can test my API. And it also opens the GraphQL. That's basically an IDE you can use to test your API. So if I generate here a carry hello and passing the name parameter at Luke Skywalker, here we have the result. Our API is up and running. Okay, so let's say now I really want to create and develop the re-implementation for this endpoint. What's next? So I will go back to my model.graphql file, and like I told you, we provide you a library of different directives. So for example, we have a directive that's called SQL, in which you can only give me what's your connection string and what's the carry you want to perform, and we'll do it for you. You don't need to manage it yourself. And actually, you can create your own library of directives and share across your organization and reuse them. So let's say that inside your organization you have some kind of integration that's done like transactioning files. You can do it like one single time and componentize it inside that directive, and all your organization can take advantage of this. I will show you the most common directive that's called resolve. So basically it receives a parameter called to, and inside this parameter we specify what's the name of my function I want to run. So in this case I will run a function called carry hello. I can I can code this function using my preferred language, but by default, the framework will generate a Node.js file. So the command I will use to create this first function is basically end function add carry hello. I also have here the option to pass some template and also to create my own templates. They will use the default one that basically created here a new file called carryhello.js. If I open this file, we have like a very simple implementation of a function that receives a parameter called name and returns like a string. If I run this API again, I will copy here the carry. I can now test again, and now instead of using the mock directive, I have the result from the function. Okay, and what's next? What's next is it's really easy to deploy this microservice anywhere you want. It's a matter of a command. So if you type ent deploy, we also have a parameter called template here in which you can specify your deployment scenario, but by default, the framework will deploy it on AWS Lambda. So in a matter of a few minutes, you can have a GraphQL API up and running on AWS Lambda. So that's all. I hope it was helpful for you guys. And yeah, I'm here if you have any questions. Thank you.